breaks. The snow came in last night, and it just covered us up. And we earned it. It's the best part. It wasn't a shoot off the trail type bear. It was a hard-earned bear.
We made it in here. We had to do a little bit of work coming in, that's for sure. We had some logs that just deadfall over the trail, and there's no way you were gonna get those over with the llamas or get the llamas to jump over. So we had to do some cutting with the saw, and a lot of work to get in here. I mean, it took us like 5 hours, maybe 6 hours to go maybe 3 miles. Just a lot of work.
We carved out our little camp spot on the side of this cliff. Ryan likes to put us in these places. I mean, look at this. I'm in a one-man tent. I mean, I'm a llama guy. I don't sleep in one-man tents. And I'm in a one-man tent. I don't have a chair. I don't have a table. I don't have cold beverages. I'm back here. We're roughing it.
Yeah, this is roughing it for Mark. And he's got a tiny tent. It's not his typical 8-man, ginormous shelter that he's used to. We couldn't get anything bigger than a solo shelter up here, so we made the smart move, I think. But yeah, poor Mark. Poor Mark.
Hello, friends. I hope you're enjoying the movie so far. Pardon the interruption, but I have 2 quick announcements. I have a gritty movie night that I'm hosting on May 29th. Coming up soon. The details will be out soon, so look for that if you're interested. And second announcement is I've been working on a podcast with my brother Brent for a little over a year now. The podcast is called Dueling Pistols. And if you're into history, harrowing stories of adventure, and the outdoors, and you just want to have a good laugh, I think you're going to really enjoy this podcast. Here's a little taste of what we put together. I hope you dig it. You're listening to the Dueling Pistols podcast, where we read and discuss the stories of our past and explore some of the most wild adventures from modern history.
No, bro. George Washington said, stay strapped or get clapped, and I'm all about that. I ain't,
Floyd had split his surveying party into 3 groups.
Bro, you never split up. Never split up. You seen Scooby-Doo? Nothing good happens when the group splits.
As they tried to drag the canoe to the shore, Fanny Calloway beat him over the head with the paddle until it broke.
Good job, Fanny. When the man in front goes down, pick up his rifle and shoot.
I hate this guy.
Yeah?
I hate this guy. I want him dead. I want him to die, and die a somewhat miserable death.
We ain't like the British. We dished everything, including the accent.
One of the Shawnees killed that day was the son of the man who would become Boone's captor and adoptive father.
Wow. Bro, this is like a freaking soap opera. That is ridiculous. Does he have an evil twin that's going to pop out sometime too?
Surprising actually how low the river is right now, but I have a feeling if it warms up for 5 days or 7 days, it's going to melt a lot of the snow. I think the snow is about 4,000 feet elevation, maybe a little higher. It's pretty low compared to areas we've been in like last year. I don't know, we've had these late storms for this spring, these late spring storms, and we're hoping that these bears are, in these concentrated little draws and south-facing slopes where they're feeding on avalanche lilies and grass, and hopefully they're close. We don't have to hike all the way to the top, but if we have to do that, we will. We can eat some dinner and go to bed.
Well, this is kind of our first morning up here. We settled into the spot last night. It poured rain all night long, and we're gonna tackle the day by having Mark and Hunter run up this ridge, glass up in here. Me, Brad, Kayam, we're heading up drainage to just kind of get some eyes on some spots, but we're not going to go too far. We just want to see if we can't pluck a bear off this lower part of the mountain before we scooch on up the hill. So we're going to kind of mosey into this country slowly, but hopefully, fingers crossed, the sun comes out, it dries out, and we don't get any more of this weather. We need that sun to come out to kill bears. So.
We are posted up underneath the tarp here. We got a rainstorm coming through, so no bears yet. We got cover and lots of visibility, so we found 3 ticks in the last hour, I think.
I used to get right at my hairline, but yeah, I've only found 3 on me so far. That's pretty good for a spring bear. That's not bad at all, but I'm assuming once this rain goes away and we get the beautiful sunshine that we need to kill bears, the ticks are going to come with it, probably. Yeah, but that's okay. As long as we're seeing bears, we just need the sun to pop out. This is not bear-friendly weather we got going on right now. This needs to be an all-day fire. We got our first bear spotted, and it's kind of in an area we've been just watching, just waiting. We knew they'd come out of the timber, but he's a great bear, just a stud, right up on the edge of some burnt timber. He's just kind of into the green, so we're gonna watch him for a little bit, see if maybe he comes down mountain. Otherwise, we are gonna have one heck of a grind getting down this side and up the other side. But I think he's out to feed a little bit for a while, so we're gonna watch him for a bit.
See him trying to pound his feet in the dirt. Well, we've got this fire started here. Not only to come over here from where our shelter is to kind of warm up. I mean, it's not that cold. It's like probably in the mid 40s. But the other reason we started this fire is to kind of help cover some of our scent. Just a matter of time before we see some bears up here above us. We got this bear that Ryan spotted across the canyon here. He's just sleeping out in the open right now and just kind of behind a log. He's still acting pretty lethargic, so I think he's just coming out of his den. Should be a good time, dang it. We should be able to get on some of these bear. It's just gonna get better as the days go on, so we're gonna keep an eye on him, and we're trying to decide whether we cross the river and go up or not. He's about 2,200 feet, 2,300 feet, somewhere in there, above the river. So we got to drop about, I'd say, 1,500 feet to get to the river, and then climb another 2,200 plus feet to get to where that bear's at. So, steep country. We'll watch him and see what he does. I just happened to look over in these rock cliffs, and there's a kind of a color-faced chocolate bear. So I'm trying to size him up. I don't think he's as big as this black bear, but we got 2 bear that we can keep an eye on. That bear, I could probably work around the trail, and if he's a good bear, he's actually in a spot where we might be able to shoot across the river. But
he's got a big old noggin on him too. His head's impressive. He's just a different shape than polar bear up here. This guy's got a long,
fat,
yeah.
deep,
This guy might render more bear fat than polar bear up there. Yeah, he's just... Dude, he was probably bedded in these cliffs all day.
Not down, Trevor.
I knew we'd see one here. Just knew it. Alright, so update on the day. We're losing light now, but pretty good day for our first one. We got 4 bears spotted, 2 giants and 2 littles. So 3 jet blacks and 1 really nice chocolate. The chocolate is a giant, big fat bear, but they were not in great spots for us to go get them. So we're just gonna play the slow game here. Come back tomorrow, watch where these 2 bears were. They're not gonna move far. They got the prime feed grounds here, so we're just hoping that they get into a little better area where we can actually get a play on them and stock in and get shots. But we got a lot of time, so we're not going to rush anything and scent up the mountain or anything like that. So we're probably going to boogie back down to our base camp here and be right back up here in the morning, and hopefully it's not just piss and rain all day like it did today. We got a ton of fresh snow just above us here, kind of at the perfect elevation. We'll see. Finish this cup of coffee. We're heading up the hill. We got a couple bears that we want to go try to relocate, and hopefully they climb down the mountain a little bit. That'll make it a lot easier for us to get them. So probably going to be another day of crawling under the tarp and blasting our eyeballs off. That's the plan. We think he's the big jet black from yesterday. Where we left that one yesterday, he was probably, I don't know, 400 or 500 yards up the hill, but he might have just dumped down. He's parked right in the greenest, luscious salad bowl on the mountain. And he is just stomping around like crazy, scarfing down grass. So, but he's still a little too far for us. So we gotta make a plan here, figure out if we're gonna go across the creek, get up on the other side and try to take him. But he looks like a good bear. He looks like the big black we saw from yesterday. Right now he's straight across from us within range. So we're gonna get set up on him and try to take him. And fingers crossed he rolls all the way down to the creek so we don't have to go up and get him. But we'll see. He's a great bear. Does he look like the same bear to you? No. I can't tell. He's big. He's big. Oh my God. Does he look as big?
I saw him stupid.
What's that?
I saw big stumps out there.
Yeah.
50. 450.
What?
450.
Down.
Good job, Ryan.
So much for him rolling down.
He didn't roll down the bottom. It's all right. We'll earn it. It's gonna be a grind to get up to him. About say 700 feet up off the creek. But he's down. He looks like a good bear. We don't know if he's the same bear that we saw yesterday. He kind of looked a little bit different. Maybe not as XL as that one yesterday, but that's all right. We had a tag filled, and we're going to be eating good tonight. So, and now Brad's got a tag, and I know Brad wants chocolate, and so we got chocolate. Hopefully over to the left here, and we can try to relocate him and get Brad with chocolate there. And, we dropped a pin right where that carcass is over here, so we can get to it. Because it's, like I said, it's going to be way steeper, way different once we get there. We just got to cross this river. Yeah, lightened our loads what we could, because we got to go grab a bear. So we're gonna, what are we, 600 feet down? Drop down to the creek. So we're gonna have to raft across this creek, and then we've got another 6-ish hundred to climb on the other side. Doesn't sound like much, but it's really steep, so we're all pretty excited about this. But we got a good bear on the other side, so we're gonna go grab him and yard him back over here. Not bad. I don't know that it could get much steeper, but not bad. So we just got all three of us across the river. We shuttled. I went solo, and Brad and Kyan went in the other one. Now we've got pretty much a straight up monster hill. We gotta go up about 600-700 feet or so and grab that bear, yard him back down, cross over, back up the other side. But this is a grind. There's just no easy way around it. Just so many cliffs to try to navigate through. So hopefully we don't get clipped out too much.
Oh,
found him.
I walked up on his claws.
Yeah. There we go. Oh man. Great spot to break down a bear, Brad.
Yeah. Absolutely.
There's no shade, and it's steep as the dickens.
Not a bad bear, Ryan.
I'll take him. Well, we scaled the mountain, got up to our bear, and got a couple picks. And now we are gonna break this puppy down, yard it back down across the creek at the other side before the rain sets in, because it's starting to fall. Well, it's sunny right here. It's just nasty up above us here, so hopefully we don't have to descend this mountain in the rain. So we got some work to do. Try not to cut your finger off. You're good. You're good. Serious steep downhill. What are we, 40-degree pitch? 40 plus places. Down to the creek, hop in the rafts, shuttle meat and everything. And then a real grinder out of the creek up this really steep mountain over here. And sometime tonight we're gonna end up at base camp. I don't know when that's gonna be. It's gonna be a late night. Today was a good day. We filled one tag on a really nice jet black bear, and we earned it. It's the best part. It wasn't a shoot off the trail type bear. It was a hard-earned bear. So we gave Kyan the, I don't know, you got to see how we do it, how we get them when they fall on the other side of a drainage, and we got to go all the way down to the bottom and all the way back up. So it's, we got bear meat, bear fat, so we're gonna get that together and have us a really good meal for the night and try to recover, because we got a lot of days ahead of us, a lot of tags to fill.